everybody, my name is Shelby Johnston and thank you so much for visiting my channel. I hope you enjoy this video that I'm about to give to you, and the video is on how to apply LimeLife by Elcone's Perfect Foundation, aka my holy grail foundation. I love this stuff. I've been using this for 2 years now, and hands down, I will probably never ever go to another foundation. I love it because it is so versatile. I can use it, I can apply a facial oil and make it more dewy, like a liquid foundation. I can keep it really matte, keep it as how it is. So it works really great whether you have dry skin, oily skin, aging skin, young skin, anything like that. It is such a versatile foundation. You can set it with a powder to mattify it a little bit. You can do all the things with this stuff, and I love it. I use it on clients. I am a professional makeup artist, and I do use this on brides, anybody who's getting their photos done, because it photographs so well. It holds up really well as long as you, just like with any foundation, as long as you set it properly and you take all the precautions to make sure it stays all day. And I love it. So I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to be wiping over to a clip of me with no makeup on, so warning, and I hope you guys enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to see more of my videos coming up. YouTube is a little bit still new for me, and I can't wait to share everything with you guys. So, all right, let's get into the video. Okay, so now that you know what we're working with, LimeLife's by Elcone's Perfect Foundation. This is my foundation trio palette. It comes with my foundation shade and then 2 concealers. I like to switch out those concealers whether I want 2 of like similar shades or if I want a darker shade, and I can do some cream contouring, whatever I'm feeling. I can pop these out and I love it. So I'm first going to start off by priming my face. This is LimeLife by Elcone's First Base Makeup Priming Spray. It is silicone free, vitamin based, and so it works very, very well with LimeLife's foundation. Because LimeLife's foundation is wax based, you don't want to use anything that is like silicone or pore filling or anything like that, because wax and silicone just kind of like slide. A lot of people will say like, oh, my foundation's not sticking, blah, 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 blah. And it's because more than likely they're using some form of like a pore filling primer, and it just won't work, okay? And this foundation will sit on top of your skin. Most liquid foundations do sink into your pores and things like that. So this one's really great for anybody who struggles with acne prone skin, anything like that, because it won't add to your breakouts by any means. So I'm first going to start off by using concealer number 3, and I'm gonna cover up these mommy circles. And I'm just using a JH08 brush. I really like this brush. It's really nice and dense, and it really gets in there and applies the concealer right where I want it. So like I said, this is concealer number 3. It is has a little bit of like a pinky salmony undertone, and so it really works really great at counteracting those purple tones, those dark circles that I have. And I have a little friend up there, and I'm going to use a little bit of concealer number 2, which is just obvious. It's slightly lighter than concealer number 3, a little bit closer to my skin tone, whereas concealer 3 is a little bit darker. I'm going to go right around my brows, and what I like to do is use whatever's left on my brush and just kind of apply it everywhere where I struggle with redness, things like that. This is not necessary. I just don't want to waste my product. And so I just go in. And so if you're somebody who is like a no makeup wearer, like you don't really like a lot of makeup, you want just a little bit of coverage, concealer might be more than enough for you. And so I'm going to take my damp blender full right here. I did just wash it, but I use this to clean the edge of my palette. And it is damp, and it's pointy on one end and flat on the other, and I just love this type of a sponge. It is LimeLife sponge, and I just go in and tap it out. This applies the concealer where I want it so that I don't have any like too much heavy area, like heavy product in one area, not enough in another. Love it, love it. All right, so now I'm gonna go into my actual foundation. I kind of switch between multiple different brushes, things like that, all kind of like depending on what kind of a coverage I'm looking for, because your brushes will really change the coverage that you're going to get from your foundation. I'm going to be using this brush. It's a Morphe M44 brush. It's a very dense brush. It's almost like a sponge, like the way it applies the foundation. This will give you such a full coverage brush. My other favorite brush to use is it is the LimeLife's Cones brush number 17. It's the diffuser brush. I love this for a little bit more of a lighter coverage, all kind of depending. Normally I go in with a facial oil and I apply it to my pan of my foundation, but today I want to keep it just to the foundation. I'll save the facial oil for another video, okay? I'm gonna make sure my hair's out of my way, and I just kind of swipe this foundation all over, okay? This brush, like I said, it's almost like it's a very full coverage type of a brush to apply your foundation. So it just like gets right in there where you want it. My neck, just because like my chest is usually a lot lighter than my neck and my face, because I do exfoliate, I do wash my face every single day, and so I like to make sure they match, okay? We don't want that line, and so I'm just taking my Blenderful now and I'm just going right over everything. That brush is amazing for applying the product where I want it. This is just my personal preference, and then I go in with the sponge and I just blend it all out to make sure there's no brush strokes or anything like that left in my foundation. I want to make sure I have a nice even coverage all over my face. And I am, when I'm using this to blend it out, I'm pushing. One way you can apply your foundation if you don't have a brush that you like is you can take the flat end of this Blenderful and you go right into the pan and you can do like 1 or 2 twists and then apply it. I might save that for another video. There's so many different ways to apply this foundation, and that's why I love it so much. It's so versatile. It looks amazing on camera. It looks amazing in person. It feels very lightweight because it is such a high pigmented foundation. A little bit goes a long way, and it's not going to feel heavy on your skin. So I'm just going to take it a little bit on my eyes. I like to do this to either prime my eyes for eyeshadow, or if I'm not going to wear a whole lot of makeup, covers up those dark circles. See the difference? Now this next step is optional. I feel like I took a little bit away. This next step is optional. This is just personal preference. I'm a full coverage kind of a makeup wearer. Like, I like that bright under eye, cream contour kind of a look. And so I kind of go in with a liquid concealer. This is the new Boing Cakeless Concealer by Benefit. I love this Tarte Shape Tape Concealer by Tarte. And I do this just to add brightness on my under eyes. And I like it too because it is a lightweight concealer. I can add the brightness without it being heavy. And then I take my Blender and I just blend it out. And then whatever's left on my sponge, there we go. And then I just kind of go in the center of my face. And it just helps really like light and line my under eyes, brighten it up a little bit. Then I go in and I set my under eyes and the rest of my face, and then we'll be done with the video. So this is my Becca under eye brightening powder. Love this. I got it at Ulta. It's amazing for somebody who struggles with fine lines. I'm 29, I'm getting there. I feel like if I don't set my under eyes the right way, if I don't set my under eyes with the right way, I feel like it really ages me. And so I just take like an eyeshadow brush and I push it right on my under eyes. And it just makes it look so smooth. It helps brighten it a little bit. And then my concealer won't crease at all throughout the day. One thing too is this next step really determines, is really dependent upon your skin type and how you like your foundation to look. I always go in with a little bit of a powder. These are LimeLife's new pressed colored powders. Amazing. They're amazing. And what I like to do is I just like to set my face. And so I'm gonna go on with this one right here, which is number 4. It's slightly darker for my skin right now. I do self-tan quite a bit. And so it will match me. I do have a lighter shade coming in the mail. And so what I do is I just push. Now, because this foundation is wax-based, what happens to wax when it warms up? It's more pliable, it can move, things like that. And so really setting your face with a powder, if you are oily, if you sweat a lot, things like that, will really help keep it from moving, and it will also mattify your skin. Okay, so now that that is how I apply my foundation and my concealer, things like that. I am now going to finish the rest of my makeup off the camera, things like that, and then I'll be back and I'll explain to you how I keep it locked in all day. Okay, so now that the rest of my face makeup is done, I did do this eyeshadow look on Facebook Live. I do a lot of videos over on Facebook. YouTube is where I'm kind of like slowly integrating into, but yeah, if you like this eyeshadow look, or if you want eyeshadow look tutorials, let me know and I will gladly do them. But I will link my other social medias down below, so if you want to hop over and follow me on all of those, I would greatly appreciate it. I'll follow you back. So the last thing that I do to lock in my foundation and make sure that I've set it after I've set it with a powder, all the things, I've done my bronzer, highlight if I choose to, things like that, is I go in with a setting spray. This is LimeLife Bio Cones. This is Time Setter setting spray. We have another one called Oil Strike. So depending on your skin type, I am more dry, but I'm becoming more oily, so I might integrate a little bit of Oil Strike in there as well. But Time Setter seems to be my best. It gives like a nice pretty glow, leaves my skin nice and hydrated. So if you're more mature skin, dry skin like that, Time Setter. Oily skin, oil strike. And I just do a couple spritzes of it, pumps of it as my last step. It is now locked in and will last all day for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was able to bring you a little bit of knowledge and things like that. If you have the LimeLife foundation and you've been struggling with how to apply it, I hope I gave you some tips and tricks that you haven't tried yet. Or if you're interested in trying LimeLife's foundation, comment below and I will reach out to you, or reach out to me on any of my social medias, and I will love to help color match you and get you all set up for what you need. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Oh, you gotta hit that subscribe button too.